And now a bit of an extra. And wow, what an extra it is. When I was young, I used to read Joe Murray's book, Gallipoli as I Saw It. And then when I went to work for the War Museum, I was fortunate enough to interview him in about 1984. He did about, God knows, 22 hours of recordings. Anyway, this is just a couple of excerpts about what happened to him on the 6th of May, 1915, on the first day of the Second Battle of Krithia. What a story it is. I hope you enjoy it. The copyright is, of course, belonging to the Imperial War Museum for whom I was working. But I hope you really enjoy this.
The order was given to march. We marched out of this angular gully, dried up of course, a lot of frogs there in these little pools, and the hell of a noise, you couldn't sleep for them. Oh dear me, quack, 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 quack. And we marched up this glade as it were, because easy enough to take it through the wire, we just simply push it aside, silly really. This concertina stuff, no problem. And off we went. For about 300 or 400 yards, not molested in any shape or form. And we came to a swamp, and we had to walk through this swamp, and we got all tangled up. And I remember a dear old fellow of mine, Jimmy Collier, full of jokes. He was just about 3 or 4 yards to the right of me, and he got shot through the mouth. We eventually got to a farmhouse, what was left. And we were lying along some, I think it was the corner of a vineyard, like a sort of a hedge, a bush hedge, about 3 or 4 feet high maybe. Quite tight, and a little ditch on the side. And we were lying behind there, and we started numbering, and when it come to me, I think I was 41, 42, 43. There was some more after that, so there must have been at least 50 or 60 men there. And then we were told to swing around and move forward along another hedge, another part of the vineyard, I would think. And there was a big gap, about 12 foot wide maybe. It looked like the roadway into the farmhouse, I should imagine. And that meant to say we had to rush along the front of this house and go through this gap. And it's really sad, I can see it now. That I was Townsend, I was Yates, I was myself, and Horton were the only 4 people who got through that gate. Now, I don't know how many there was in front of us, but we had to climb over the dead and owner to get it out of this place. We could have pushed through the hedge, the vines, I think, if we wanted to, but that wasn't the order. The order was to rush through there, and that was the direction, that's where we had to go. Anyhow, we got through there, and got through about 10 yards in front, and down we went. Well, the bullets were spraying the sand and spitting in their Martin face. And I remember Yates was just a little bit ahead, and then Townsend and I. And we crawled up, and we all did a line, more or less line abreast. We stayed there expecting some more to come through, but no more come through. So whether they didn't come through or whether they were killed before they got, I don't know, but they didn't come through. And you don't look back, and you say, you're too busy looking at the front. You stay there for a little while, hoping that there might be somebody come along. But the bullets were hitting the sand and spraying us, very, very close. Some hitting our packs, quite often. So we decided, well, how about another trot for about 15 yards, right? And off we went, 15 yards near enough. One drops and everybody drops, so we go down again. And we appeared to be, a little bit easier there. Well, and went, all right, so far, so good. And I thought myself, well, there's a nice big bit of scrub there, perhaps we can get over there. Crawl towards the scrub, and it was a bit, anyhow, it wasn't too bad. All of a sudden, we decided to go a little bit further. Now, we've got to keep on bearing to our right slightly. We seemed to be dodging the line of fire. But the fire was all the time whizzing overhead and flying about over the place, hitting the ground. There is a tendency for a man, if he's fired on by 2 or 3 men at the same time, that there's a machine gun. A lot of people mistake machine guns. You see, because you couldn't see them, and I was rattling going, not only this particular section, but all over the place. There's this rifle fire going, so you don't know. But I think myself it must have been a machine gun. We decided to go a little bit further, and of course all 4 got up together, near enough, I forgot. And Yates went in front, and all of a sudden he bent down. He'd been shot in the stomach, I should think, or maybe the testicles, I don't know, but he was dancing about like a cat on hot bricks, fell down on the ground. So we decided to ease up a little bit, but as soon as we got somewhere near him, up he got and rushed like hell towards the Turks, and then bang, down altogether, out for the count. Well, Horton and I were more or less together, and Townsend was on the other side. There was a gap where Yates would have been in the normal way. Well, young Horton, he was a man who actually was the first of both four of us. He was the first to get touch Yates, you see, got a hold of him and sort of pushed him to see what was wrong. And the bullet struck Horton dead center of the brow. Went right through his hand and took a bit out of my knuckle. Poor old Horton, he kept on crying for his mother. I can see him now, I can hear him. At this very moment, I can hear him. He said he was 18, but I don't think he was 16, let alone 18. He was such a frail young laddie.